Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Ridwan bin Roslan from Group 5, and we are from class AP224 3A. We'll be presenting our task group for the assessment 2. The title of the project proposed is to propose a chalet 5-star building at Langkawi. So, let's take a look for the introduction first. There are a few parties who involved in this project, which is the client, consultant, and the contractor. A Revit software is one of the latest software that can be used in the construction project nowadays. Revit is a BIM software that brings all architecture, engineering, and the construction disciplines into a unified modeling environment, driving more efficient and cost-effective projects. Architect or QS itself very recommended to use this software during pre-construction process. Next, let's move to the location project. The proposed location is located at Langkawi because Langkawi is one of the famous places to visit. This proposed location is nearly to the beach and it's very convenient to attract more tourists or visitors as a main target for our chalet. This location also is very strategic because it's very close to the jetty available, such as the Jetty Marble and Kuah Jetty. The best part is it was surrounded by the other chalet, hotel, shopping mall, and the restaurant, but a little bit far from the city of Langkawi. Next, let's go for the 3D view. If you can see the 3D view, it's basically have 5 major buildings, which consists of the single chalet, cafe, lobby, main hall, and surau. The second is the floor plan. Next is the elevation plan. This is for the north and the south elevation, and this one is the west and east elevation. The length of the proposed project is 28.4 meter and the width is 37.88 meter. So the total height from the ground level to the roof level is 5 meter. The second part is a GFA and interior or exterior design. First, I will explain about the GFA for every single building in this project. Our project consists with a single chalet with GFA 85 meter square, surau with GFA 35 meter square, cafe with 31 meter square, lobby with 58 meter square, and the last one is the hall with 85 meter square. So from this table, we can conclude that the chalet and the hall have the highest GFA and surau with the lowest GFA. So the total for the 5 building GFA is 324 meter square. Next is the interior and exterior for every single building. Start with the chalet building. This is a view of exterior chalet, and this one is the interior design. Chalet consists of living room, bedroom, bathroom, and the kitchen. The second building is surau. This one is the view of surau, and then this one is for the interior design. The third building is the cafe. The cafe functions as the place for a tourist or visitors can buy a meals at the cafe or place for them to hang out. So this one is the interior design. Next, we take a look for the lobby building. Function as a receptionist place and the information about the chalet. This is interior design. Last but not least is the hall building. Function as a meeting room or discussion room, or even place for the indoor activities. Interior design have a conference or meeting tables. So the next part is the walkway and the walkthrough. The walkthrough session I will attach separately in MP4 format. The length for the walkway is about 18 meters and the width is about 2 meters. The walkway function as connected to the other buildings to make the people easy way to go. I think that's all from my part. Now I will pass to the next presenters. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurul Fakihah binti Muhammad Ramli, and now I will present to you about our bill of quantities for this project. Okay, so for our bill of quantities for this project, we choose to highlight 5 elements as per schedule. Okay, so the 5 elements are element number 4 roof, element number 5 stair, element number 8 wall, element number 9 door, and last one is element number 13 floor finishes. Okay, bill of quantity for element number 4 roof. Okay, so in this project we use generic roof that is 125mm thick. The overall area in this project that use generic roof is 287 meter square, and the rate for generic roof is 45 ringgit per meter square, and the total cost for generic roof is 12,950 ringgit. And in this project, we'll also use proprietary prefabricated cold foam steel roof truss system that costs us around 2,700 ringgit. So the total cost for element number 4 roof is 15,615 ringgit. Bill of quantity for element number 5 stair. Okay, in our project we use 2 type of stair. First, we use the wood plank stair, and the other one is the reinforced concrete stair. Okay, for reinforced concrete stair, we use the reinforced concrete grade C30/37 for our staircase. Okay, so we use 4 meter cube of this reinforced concrete, and it costs us around 310 ringgit for each meter cube, and the total cost for reinforced concrete stair is 1,240 ringgit. Okay, for formwork, we use sawn reusable formwork, and the quantity for reusable formwork is 8 meter square, and it costs around 400 ringgit. And for wood plank stair, we use 25 meter cube of wood plank, and they cost us 3,250 ringgit. And we also use the handrail RHS as handrail with the glass panel, and this handrail cost us around 1,350 ringgit. So the total amount for the element number 5 star is 6,240 ringgit. Okay, now we move to the bill of quantity for element number 8 wall. In our project, we use curtain wall and generic wall. For curtain wall, the quantity that has been used in this project is 640 meter square, and the rate for each meter square is 500 ringgit. And the total cost that has been used for curtain wall in this project is 334,060 ringgit. Meanwhile, for generic wall, we use 200 mm thick generic wall, and the quantity that has been used in this project is 338 meter square, and the rate for this generic wall is 150 ringgit for each meter square. The total cost for generic wall in our project is 49,500 ringgit. And the overall cost for element number 8 wall is 383,560 ringgit. Okay, bill of quantity for element number 9 door. In our project, we use single flush timber door and we use aluminium double sliding door. But for aluminium double sliding door, we use the two different size. Okay, for single flush timber door, the size that we use in this project is 800 mm times 2000 mm height door, and we use 8 number of this door, and they cost us 5,600 ringgit. Okay, for aluminium double sliding door, that size 2500 mm times 2300 mm times 50 mm. We use 2 number of this door, and they cost 6,600 ringgit. And the last one is the aluminium double sliding door, that size 1500 mm times 2300 mm times 50 mm. We use 3 number of this door, and they cost 6,000. Okay, so for the total cost for element number 9 door is 18,200 ringgit. Okay, now we move to the last element that we want to highlight in our BQ as per schedule is element number 13, floor finishes. Okay, for internal floor, we use 4 different types of floor finishes. First, we use wood planks. Okay, we have used 263 meter square of wood planks for the internal floor finishes, and they cost 39,450 ringgit. We also use 300 mm thick mosaic tiles on generic floor, and they cost 1,225 ringgit. Meanwhile, for surau, we use 30 mm thick carpet, and they cost 9,000 ringgit for 30 meter square. And for the cafe, we use 20 mm thick carpet, and they cost 8,400 ringgit. Meanwhile, for external floor, we use blue stone that cost us 100,078 ringgit for 712 meter square of blue stone, and we also use stone walkway that cost 14,400 ringgit for 72 meter square of stone walkway. So the total amount that has been used in floor finishes is 250,475 ringgit overall. As per shown above, we have highlighted 5 elements in our BQ as per schedule. The elements are roof, stair, wall, door, and floor finishes. The cost of roof is 15,615 ringgit. For stair, the cost is 6,240 ringgit. For wall, The cost is 383,560 ringgit. Meanwhile, for door, the cost is 18,200 ringgit. And the last one is the floor finishes that cost is 250,475 ringgit. The overall cost for these 5 highlighted elements is 674,046 ringgit.